Here we are. Here we are. Hi,
Woo.
everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you, Aley.
Good to see you,
And
Deborah. Here we
I'm
are in July already. Where the heck is time gone?
and look, I've got long sleeves on, not because it's, but I have not had my air conditioning on.
Really?
Knock on wood. No, no, no. Usually it's the quirky
Yeah.
week in September and October that gets too hot. But I'm just
Yeah.
loving this weather. But I know that there's a lot of people who.
Oh, there's some heat going on in the rest. Yeah, there are. We're
Yeah.
very lucky here. It's been very nice. Just
Yeah.
It's like 64 today and beautiful, sunny.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that
yeah,
nice? Isn't that
I
nice?
know.
I love that. Cynthia Smith.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Mousum. Yeah.
Awesome. It's so good to see you. You know, I'm doing this show on a VPN and I didn't see Cynthia Smith's message.
Until she came on my channel and wrote it, right? Yeah.
Oh, did you, Cynthia, did you go on her channel? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did.
I see.
Yeah.
She did.
And
Okay,
Sunny Sonia.
so
Hi.
doggone it. I don't know. So, Sunny Sonia, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. And Butterfly Linda. If I ever forget to say hello when you come in, please know that I appreciate
you. Yeah.
Not ignoring you, because I might get wrapped up in a topic and start blubbering about stuff and forget everything, forget the world, because it's all about me.
Well, of course it is. You're just so much like our dear leader. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. There you are. Just don't forget it.
So Linda says she heard in evacuated areas in Seattle. Haven't heard about that, dear, but thank you. I am southeast of Seattle, between Seattle and Tacoma. That's where I am. So I'm not right in the city, but we tend to say we're from Seattle, or we're from, which reminds me, is it true that the fireworks in San Diego, they shot them up, all 7,000 off at once on 4th of July accidentally?
I didn't see it, but I sure heard it.
Bad. Sound like a bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must have.
I thought, wow, this is incredible. But I don't fancy it, so I don't go out. But the Mission San Luis Rey is right. Like if I leave my house to the road and look right, there's a San Luis Rey mission, the oldest mission, and it's beautiful with its white top and white.
Oh yeah,
it's ancient. It's ancient holy ground, and I go over there on occasion to tip nuns over. No, just joking.
You don't tip cows over, you tip nuns over.
I tip nuns. There's no nun, but there's a lot of priests there and everything. You can have anything blessed, and they're so good with animals. You can bring your animals over. It's fun. It's a fun thing. I'm not Catholic, but it's really fun. They celebrate their independence on the 3rd. So so I just go in the middle of my street and see them shooting them up off the
I have neighbors that shoot them off, and they shoot them off every time the Seahawks win, every time the it's like every excuse in the book. And we heard the fireworks for the city, the two towns. I'm between two towns, but there were no fireworks in my neighborhood, and it was like, oh, heaven. Because my poor dogs are so traumatized every year. I feel bad.
Yeah, thank goodness I have deaf dogs, so it's okay.
Sometimes that is a blessing. Yeah.
Seattle is very green.
Yes, we have a lot of people that just came in. Let's see, we have
thank you. Yeah, you call them out because I might not have everybody.
So Charlotte, shining love, light, truth. Robin, peace, please. Summer is here. Yes, Cynthia. I told her that you were the first one. You win the cookie today, Cynthia, because you were the first one on her channel. Yeah. So she sees you now. And then Linda Bishop. Oh, it's fires. Yeah, we have the fires here. That's true. Linda and Anya, you're back. Good.
Any
Linda
gifts?
Bishop, Charlie,
I see you,
and
Charlie.
who else? Cat Lover, UBI, and
Shining Love Light.
D Painless is here. There were no fireworks in your neighborhood, Cynthia. The whole thing was such a farce. I can't get over it because it's still, I had to write it down because it was so comical. And that's since this Hadron Collider shut down. I don't get exasperated or upset. I don't like what I see in the news, but it's like I laugh more. It's like it's hilarious.
I got to tell you, I had that shift a while ago.
Okay.
Upsetting some of my friends because I wasn't feeding the beast, feeding the dragon. But it's interesting that when did that shut down?
Well, what happened? Oh, this is June 30th. June 30th, it shut down. Yeah. So we're right in that middle, and with Aley, right in the middle of the huge astrological thing. We had a full moon in Cancer. We had this, we had that. And we had a fair that was unbelievably stupid. And people going there and waiting for 7 or 8 hours to go see himself speak. And then it had shut down because of the heat, but then they opened it again. And what they had was, they told everybody they needed to leave. There was an electrical storm. There was a lightning coming in.
Oh.
And people said, no, we're not leaving. And they're sitting on metal benches.
Well, the dumb need to go, right? I'm just saying.
Well, and the ones that did leave, they said, you can shelter in place until the storm is over, but we need you to go to the building across the street. So everybody in their MAGA hats with all their stuff on went into the African American Museum. I'm sorry, but the poetic justice was just amazing. And then, of course, SCOTUS said birthright citizenship is perfect. We're not going to touch it. It's okay. And he's so mad. The next day, this guy on the soccer team is only an American because of birthright citizenship, because he lives in England, and he got cut out of a game. And he went in and told the people that run the FIFA, no, put him back. He needs to go back in. And so they put him back in. He would never have done that because he didn't. This is exactly the type of person he doesn't want here. And then they lose the game. And I'm sorry for the rest of the people on the team, but he destroys things. He just completely destroys. It's like, every time.
It's moving slower than I thought it would. Believe me.
Yeah.
And all the predictions were faster than, because it was so obvious it can't support life. The whole thing cannot support life, and they're still taking. So then I think, only the good die young. That's on and on.
Not that we want to at this point, but that's very true. But thanks everybody. We have Liz and I here. We have
Jan.
A baby Huey. There's a good one. It's me, Namira, and Mama Obama. No, Mama Hakil. Nice to see you. All right. In Connecticut, you have the beach and the ocean. Water may not be used due to the high water bacteria. Yep. CJ.
Because it's so hot? Is that why?
Bad.
The bloom in the water. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But this Hadron Collider thing is amazing. Do a deep dive on it. You can also see that it's listed sometimes because CERN is who the physicists are that work on it. Yeah. But the things that changed every time they shut it down and turn it back on. One of the things that they turned it off in 2015 for a period of time, and he went down the escalator. So one of the people said that he believed we shifted into a parallel timeline at that point.
Well, that's a concept, isn't it? I'll have to sit with that one.
Yeah. And then in 2020, apparently, or near 2020, it was shut down again, and then COVID. Yeah, they're saying it's the rain, Charlotte. Oh, okay. Anyway, everybody start noticing stuff that you hadn't noticed in a while. They're saying fireflies are coming back. People are hearing birds sing more now. Its time is a bit slower, and I agree with that. I do agree with that. People aren't sleeping, or are sleeping a lot. And on the dream show, we had 3 dreams show up this week that'll blow the doors off you. People levitating and all this other stuff.
Oh, I've been having some cool dreams.
Have you? That's another thing going on. Yeah.
Remembering the dreams.
So yeah, it's going to be individual, but it's also going to be collective. So, but they're not supposed to turn it back on until 2030. And I don't know. They want to make it faster. They want to make it faster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm glad there's a glitch in the system. They have to turn it off to like rethink their objectives.
No, they're turning it off so they can make it faster.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking something might intervene.
I hope so. No, I hope so.
Someone sent me a reel that this guy was these are all like older. They're not kids, they're not adolescents. They're a couple of older guys. It was dark. It was in a neighborhood. Okay. And this one man was being aggressive to another man. So the man that was being aggressive on the victim of this videotaped, got his phone out and videotaped. And this guy was going off on me. And so what the man did was invoke Jesus. Christ is my savior. No demons, no devils. But he was chanting that, which infuriated this other guy. And this other guy said, "You think Jesus is going to help you? See if he helps you when I put your head on the deck." It was ready to go. And right at that moment, a guy came up behind him and, the back of your head. Yeah, the back of your head on the deck. And so right that moment, a guy came up behind this terrible man, took the deck of his skateboard and threw it on the back of the guy's head.
Oh my God. Instant manifestation for him.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That gives me chills because I believe in all the deities. You call on anybody, and it's a station that can be filled with the righteous, I think.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I really do think, though, we have to be careful what we speak, because it doesn't understand it just does what you say, It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Charlie, I didn't know they turned CERN off once a year, but I think that must be temporary. Like they shut it down for
so they can oil it.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be for 4 years. So I don't know. But thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Hypnicity. Thank you so much.
And Suzanne, Wisconsin Lighthouse Keeper. Hi.
Yes, you would call on the divine white light. It doesn't matter because angels are thoughts from God that occupy stations when they're called upon.
Yeah, they do.
And they can't intervene on their own. You need to
you have to call them in. And archangels won't come in unless you have your voice. Say it out loud. I mean, I don't know about other angels. Yeah, you're supposed to call them in out loud. And I can understand that, because let's say we need Archangel Raphael to work with us, who helps you with any infirmity or any problems that way. There might be 100,000 more people calling him at the same time. So he's got to spread his energies out or whatever. Yeah.
You know how I visualize it is this, that Archangel Michael or any of the archangels is a station instead of a person. or
There
a
you go.
soul, because
Yep.
angels don't have souls, they're thoughts of God. So if you
Right.
invoke Raphael for healing or anything else like that, you can say the word, but
Mhm.
any angel can fill that.
Sure.
It empowers, but saying it out loud would really, I think it's really
Yeah.
powerful
Very
when you say
powerful. It is.
prayers
Yeah.
out loud, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Well, if you're deaf or mute, I guess Steve Painless that they. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have any proof that that's what you have to do. So I would assume that they would understand if you were deaf or mute. Yeah, that you couldn't do that.
Yeah, there'd be
Yeah.
extra protection automatically, I would
Sure.
think.
Sure.
Also, I want to acknowledge the emotional pain one of our community members is going through, and that's Cynthia Smith. She had to let her dear Rudy go just the other day, and it was quite, as we all know, as they age, there's time way before that rainbow bridge happens that you're in anxiety, eating too much, not too much, having problems, whatever.
Yes.
And so this is a hard
process.
time for our Cynthia Smith. So please
I'm sorry,
bless her
Cynthia.
with a prayer.
And I've lost 5. I realized I sat down and I wrote the other day. I was compelled to write everything that's happened to me within the last 10 years that was traumatic. And I realized I've lost 5 dogs.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were within the year. So it's never easy. And the last one just went outside, came back in and got sick and then was gone. So much love to you, Cynthia. Certainly empathy from those of us who are pet people. Yeah.
Yeah. And God bless those that adopt dogs, keep them their whole life, or adopt elderly dogs. That's what I kind of do.
Well, yeah,
I
my
don't
Caramel, I got at 10 years old. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have patience for a puppy or little kids or kittens.
Well, me either. And Coco is, she can be crazy, but I'm seeing more of Caramel in her now, and Caramel really brought her to me. So I think that she's going to be that for me later. So she just has to grow up.
I do have an appointment with someone tomorrow, I think. She is an animal communicator I saw on a random news station.
Oh.
And it was 30 minutes was like a little over $100, so I could afford it. I really wanted to because Jojo, my little bird, is self-mutilating, picking and
oh, okay.
It has this issue. But I think in 30 minutes she can do all of my animals, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, I know Linda de Gonzalez's bird is, going through some things as well, and Diana Bowles lost her bird like in the fall, and she came down and the bird was laying there, but that the bird was like 33 years old. Is that about right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, it depends on the size. The smaller the bird, the smaller.
Oh, sure.
And for my birds, they're the size of. They're bigger than cockatoos, but smaller than a big parrot, and so their lifespan is about 30 years. But I've got one that's over that expiration, so she's the one in hospice in my big box, and we care for each other that way. Well, she's thriving though, eating, sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, sassing me.
You just need to change up the routine or the place or something.
It got too hard on a cage to grip, and she was falling. So let's make it that way. Everyone's saying, "Oh no, 5." Oh my gosh.
It was interesting, and I didn't think about it, but when I was working with Medium Kim, she was saying that my father's taking care of 6 or 7 dogs, and I thought, really? Then I thought, oh, well, some of them are from childhood, and some, but then I thought, no, and I counted them. Yeah, too much. Oh, 18. I know, sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
This is the hard part, but all the years, 17 years of having this cool relationship. It's just like with people.
Oh, yeah, it's your baby.
Yeah, we got, yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love a world citizen. Thank you. That's what I am. That's what I consider myself.
Yeah. Citizen. Jesus Christ is the only way and the only truth. Have faith in him. Yeah. And if your Jesus Christ is is in eternal light or spirit of any kind, then that fills the station. It doesn't have to be, but that's a controversy. I have a friend. There's a bit of a controversy as far as that, because some people think that Jesus is the only way, which is cool. You do you, boo. And understand that. And thank you for Kaylee Gordon, who speaks the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
because it brings that energy in, but she's very well defined about,
good.
not to cross the line.
Well, it's the same way with, I mean, I didn't grow up Catholic. I grew up Christian, but Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and some of the others, they're your guide. They can be your guides. They can be people that follow you. It doesn't mean you have to be a certain religion. So
yeah.
There you go, hypnotist. Thank you.
I went to the desert. There's a holy spot there where the mother had appeared. And I took my little Chihuahua, me going out to this desert for the experience. I did have a client who had a granddaughter who was in harm's way health-wise. So I did take her picture for the altar. I just walked up and put it up there. We were waiting for this speaker who channels the Mother Mary. And she's Spanish, and she comes in, and I'm thinking, oh, this is great. Now, I don't speak Spanish, but I do know Spanish enough when it starts getting snarky. And it got bad.
Oh.
And because there were English speakers in there, and she just put this guy as a father down. And I thought, oh, I'll just go over here and buy a holy tamale and go home. I just went home. But something was there, because the girl had an immediate spontaneous recovery. So there's something there.
There is something that I've been to Chimeo, New Mexico. If you've ever been there, it's between Santa Fe and Taos. You're going up this long winding path, and there's a little tiny church there, and you walk into the church, and it's a dirt floor in one area, and you'll see crutches, glasses, braces all around, and they say that the dirt is holy there, and when people have gone in, they've had a spontaneous recovery. And whether or not that's true, it's a lot of this is here.
Let me tell you, I actually know someone who went to Lourdes, and her silver necklace turned to gold, because the silver cross turned to gold.
Yeah.
That's one of the miracles that happened.
Amazing. That's amazing. It's like, have you ever heard of Sai Baba?
Oh, yes. I've got some of his ash.
With the gold that came out of his, off his skin. Oh my God.
Yeah. You know what you should do?
Hi, Marina.
You know that Lilith studied with Sai Baba.
Oh my goodness. Really?
You need to have her on so she can share Sai Baba stories, because she's got some that I would just mutilate. You need to hear it from her. So it's a remarkable story. So if you're interested in
send me her
Baba,
email? Yeah, would you
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to her today, tell her she may be hearing from me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. She's an amazing manifester too. I don't know, but she sent me some of his.
Sai
Baba.
SAIBABA.
It's SAIBABA, but it's there it is.
There you go. You're not born Catholic, but you pray because you feel their love. Yes. That's awesome. Marina, it's good to see you, girl. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yes, he would manifest holy ash. And there's a place here in Escondido where it's a home temple. But he had studied with Sai Baba. And so he has a temple room in his little mansion there. And so I went into the temple room. There's pictures of him, because his hand like this can make ash for you sometimes, but no ash ever appeared on his picture for me, but his room was full of Sai Baba ash, full of it. And I got to take some that was manifested. And then Lalit sent me some packets of it. So
Wow.
it's an
And
amazing.
we're not talking, it's just spontaneously something. He can manifest it spontaneously. Is that
Yes, and so
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what he would do is put
Okay.
this bucket, one of his. You'll go online and YouTube Sai Baba and
Yeah.
do the demonstrations, because there'd be a pot someone would hold, and he would start making the ash, and it would just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and it would just everyone got ash on their forehead. Their
Mm.
and people eat it. I wouldn't do that. I did taste it, but because I had to. Something you
Yeah.
just do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I get you. I get you.
But if I'm in need, I'll hold those sachets and to have a conversation, and it makes me
Yeah.
feel better.
But he's
Summer's
deceased now, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's got disciples, like this
Oh,
guy in it. He's got
okay,
disciples.
okay.
He guided
Wow.
me to visit his temple when I was growing
Empathically.
empathically. I needed to protect my energies.
Mm.
Yes.
Mhm.
You have to listen to Lali. Oh my God. Have to have I should
I
have
will
Lali.
definitely do
I
that.
want you to have Lali. You have a bigger audience. She
Uh-huh.
can share her story, because it made me so happy to hear what she
Sure.
experienced. Now I've set her up. She's going to have to do it and not
Yeah,
be shy
no, that's
about it.
fabulous. I love that. And I know who he is, and I know enough about him that I'm always been fascinated by him. So meant to be. Hi, Terry Mullins. It's nice to see you. Your neighboring state prior to marriage was moving south with you. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about Escondido and a few other places, I guess, in California. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Escondido in California.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love. I know. I love to. I got to tell you, Lily, we'll be on at 2 Pacific today, and she gives a presentation about her astrology and then her opinions and her talk, and then we do readings. But I say, you got to tell us more about manifesting, because she got up one morning. I'll just tell you one. I hope I'm saying it right. She got up one morning for her tea or coffee or whatever she was drinking, and she was out of sweetener. And she says, God, I wish I had some sweetener. I should have picked it up for this. So you know how you talk.
Yes.
And
yes.
so then she went to open her door for her paper, and there were 3 packets of sweetener on her doorstep.
We all need to be that good.
Tell me. I mean, to know her is to have blessings. She's
Absolutely.
an amazing, amazing woman. So there you have it with that. So check her out at 2. I'll let her talk, because it's really fun.
That's so cool. Yeah. Well, you can go back anyway, Hypnicity, and watch it later.
Yeah, we'll just but they'll set up you'll set up a show, and I'll promote it, and everyone will promote it, and see if she can't come on and have her day for sure.
That's really cool.
So what's happened with Poland and Ukraine?
You heard that Russia was going to invade Poland, right?
No. I got to get out more. What's going on?
Well, number one, and I'm not trying to take away from that part of the world, but we were also bombing the crap out of Iran. And there was a thing yesterday where he took that Qatari plane over with NATO, but he wouldn't come back on it because he says there's a target on it. You think? And so he took his other Air Force One back to England. But then I heard, and I haven't heard any more. So Arthur, I think that's your name, Arthur.
Yeah.
I had heard that that Putin was going to go into Poland because he wants to test NATO. Now, I don't know if that's 100% what's going on right now, but that's what I heard. And it was while they were over there, I thought this was going to happen. But while he was over there,
Who's he?
um,
While he was over there, who?
oh,
And over
the
where?
NATO was Donald. Yeah, Donald was at,
Oh,
while
Donald.
Donald was at the
This is the
NATO
NATO.
thing. Yeah, yeah. And while he was talking yesterday, Donald, at the NATO thing, he went on and on about how he should have Denmark still. So this is just going on and on and on. And of course, you know that. And I guess Vladimir Zelensky was going to show up about at NATO because he wants to get into NATO. I don't know how that went, but I did hear that Donald left early. Yeah, Russia always wants to invade Poland. Well, that's very true. I mean, yeah. Well, you know what? He did pull us out of NATO, Nalani, but I think somebody paid to keep us in NATO. Some billionaire. That was like last
year. Really pull us out?
So.
I didn't think so.
I think so.
I think he's threatening to do that. But
well, he's been threatening forever. And then it was either that or the WHO or one of those big things he was going to pull out of. And some billionaire said, I'll pay the whatever it is. But, I'm almost thinking it couldn't be NATO that was paid because he wouldn't have even gone to the meeting because he doesn't care.
Yeah. So Hypnicity did mention that something makes her nervous. She doesn't know what. And so all this is, remember, we have no control over that. We like to think we can manifest and have all this, our say in the world and stuff. This is not our circus. This is a global.
And we don't have to be one of the monkeys. That's
we
right.
do not have to be a monkey in this circus. Our job is to clap and cheer where needed with our group and to help each other and to laugh. And because this is separate from us.
It is separate from us. And we, Jupiter has come in, and I don't know, like Lalit can tell you all the good reasons why, but not me, I'm not an astrologer, but I did hear that Jupiter brings joy and laughter. And that's what we all need. We have to find things. They say that there was a guy who had cancer and he took a bunch of videotapes. That's how long ago this story's from, and went to a hotel and watched them. And they were all comedies.
Yes, he was sick.
He was very sick and he got better.
He got better. Yes, there's a book on that about that.
Yes.
Another thing is this. I met a woman who had a near-death experience. I don't know how she achieved everything she did. She owned she owned a bunch of stuff, and I don't know how she did that, because she was sick and died and came back, and then all this manifesting. And I wasn't close enough to her to find out the nitty-gritty about these accomplishments. But the reason I bring this up is because I asked her, what was the main thing you brought back from seeing God back into this world? She goes, I witnessed all the times that I was worried and full of anxiety and afraid. And it was wasted time, because I'm stronger than all of that. It's not, I was pointed in the wrong direction as far as focus goes. So she had a good thing. And she goes, after she realized that, her life changed, like prosperous.
Absolutely.
It's like, once you're focused in the right way, I know we all, I do the same thing. I'm kind of running in place. Well, I'll put this spaghetti against the wall. This, what
it's our nature. It's our nature. Yeah. But, I remember thinking that worrying about something is paying a debt for something that you may never owe. And it's like, I think I'll pay for, a new car, but I haven't got the loan yet. I haven't got the car yet. I'll pay for it now.
Yeah.
I wish my mother would have done that, because my mother actually died from worry. Everything was a worry. And I'm not picking on anybody about it, because it is something you have to consciously choose in the moment. And we tend to go back to whatever we're programmed to do, especially when we're worried.
Yeah, and I notice that if I start worrying about things, I get down to the details, the nitty gritty. Oh, my shirt is not pretty enough, or I mean, my shoes are, I don't know what, I start self-evaluating and I'm thinking, I'm thinking, my God, what wasted time, because it just
Yeah.
spirals down into a person I don't even like.
Right.
So it's good to be mindful of it and stay the
Yeah.
observer as best you can.
Yep. And this is part of also what's coming in for us between the planets and the collider and all this other stuff is stay here right now. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Stay right here. Be present. And this is for you, Liz. I'm sorry, not for you, Cynthia. Rest. Rest.
I'm gonna clear out of here so they can see that beautiful picture. Hang on.
Yeah. This is a beautiful deck that I got, and it's just wonderful. Isn't it beautiful? And I love it because, again, your dreams are going to help you out. It's called the Matriarch Oracle, and it's just gorgeous. So rest and not worry. There you go, sweetheart.
You also showed me a new deck. What?
Marina says, I wonder if Mitch is visiting him.
Oh my God, Mitch is dead. I don't feel him.
Right.
I'll stop right there.
But there were people that have talked to him for 20 minutes, so they must be mediums.
Can you imagine ICU and you stay there for what, 30 an hour goes in, and you can just hang out for an hour?
Yeah.
Really, I don't think so. Anybody can do that.
Yeah. They called him Yertle the turtle, and when I think of him now, I just think of the turtle when he pulls his head in to protect himself. Out to lunch, Yeah.
Well, his wife is in China, so she has that. Yeah.
No, but she went there after this happened, and they're saying because she's the one that will, and she doesn't. They told her that she can't. So yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because it has to. Gosh. Yeah. I know. I love all the comments and people that coming in. I really appreciate everybody's opinions. And has there been any spontaneous blessings or miracles that have happened in anybody's life? Because Jupiter is here. They turned off CERN. I mean, is there something that has connected?
Happened that's strange that hasn't really happened before? I will tell you this. It occurred to me after getting about 30 papers from my chair at one of my colleges that he wanted me to change every stinking thing because I had only 10, it has to be in by this time, and you need to add this in, do this, do that. Took every single one of those documents and put it into ChatGPT, and they're building my class.
Thank you. Thank you. Please. You were against it. I know you were.
Well, I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm not against it, but I do think there are people that use it nefariously.
Oh, that's the world we live in. I'm so grateful you did that.
He knows so much about me because I've given him lots of different things. I call him Reggie. So
Reggie.
But everything that I gave him, I already did. He's cleaning it up and fixing it and making it, streamlining it.
I had to do that because I was feeling bad about something. I needed to email somebody, and my email was this pitiful, humble, too weirdy humble. I'm thinking, well, I gotta firm this up. And so I did use ChatGPT to help me, get out of the gutter with it. So it really helps me because I'm an emotional writer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it has its benefits. I really do.
Good.
So, Liz and I, you're a riot. Mitch is the shell of a man. He's in rigor tortoise.
Oh my God! Did you just make that?
Liz and that? Yeah, O'Connell.
We've got comedians in the house.
I know we have some fun ones. Yeah, Mandela effect. That's been picking up too. You may start seeing things from the Mandela effect. That's true.
That is so true.
I understand hypnicity, but you know what else I want to say? I've been watching this Graham Plattner thing, and I'm feeling like it was a hit job, that the woman waited. If you're not familiar, the Senate candidate, Democrat, Maine, Graham Plattner, was it came out that he raped somebody and blah, blah. It isn't that I don't believe the woman, because we already have 200 or 300 women that are saying somebody else did similar things. But this one has to not be in, this one here can't be in politics, but all these other people can be.
Well, and the swastika tattoo doesn't help.
I understand.
mean,
no, I do.
Yeah.
He did have some, he does. He's an anomaly. But then again, look at Fetterman. Fetterman has turned into this really strange person as well. But what bothers me the most is the hypocrisy. That's always what bothers me, because they're saying anybody that does this to a woman needs to step down. And the one saying it, Kevin McCarthy said it.
Yeah.
I know he's not in politics anymore, but it doesn't matter. Because, as Republicans, we always step down. No, you don't always step down.
Right. And I know that, his name just flew out. Al Franken stepped down and regretted it. But I knew that he was attacked when I read his book, and it's an exhausting job. An exhausting job.
Oh, yeah.
And I learned so much about what a senator does. And it was remarkable. But the thing is that this is what I predicted a few years ago. We had them and us, red and blue, right, to start with. But I knew that as we get further into this, that we're going to have a little war with our side. The blue is going to have to redefine itself.
Oh no, yeah, I agree.
I'm tired of gray area people. I'm not going to vote with my heart. I will vote with my head. Don't worry about that. But I am going to vote for the person that, and it can be man or a woman, doesn't matter, but the fresh idea, something like Donnie maybe, or a little more conservative, I don't care, but something different, because this is how we got here. The original,
That's right.
the evolved Democrat.
Yep. And I wish that somebody like Thomas Massey, who I know is he's a Republican, and I loved Adam Kinzinger. I still do. Those types of Republicans, John McCain Republican, I have no issue with. I just don't have an issue with it. Liz Cheney, well, I don't know. But,
Well, we start questioning once our world falls apart. All the ones you just mentioned were fine when we had the wool over eyes or whatever. We didn't see the corruption as much.
Correct.
So we don't have issues with it.
That's right.
And then we went on. But now we're going to wake up and be a little more. So I'm actually looking forward to someone new coming in there. It's an opportunity. It's a trust. We have to trust. The whole process. But I got to tell who I wonder what's going on. Anybody here could tell me? Mark Meadows. Did he ever pay a price for his corruption?
Yeah, you don't hear about him, do you? Just like you don't hear about the person that was at the correspondence dinner. Never heard of anything more about that, have you? The correspondence dinner, remember they had to leave early because it was a shooter and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And what about the kid that is gone in Butler? Yeah. And what about? Because how much he talks about things, never says anything about any of that.
So let me tell you, this is another reason why I want a new Democrat in the office, or or a new person in office in a party, because if we hire the same type of Democrat, we'll never know things that you're just asking about. We'll
I know, you're
never
right.
know it.
Yeah.
I mean, JFK, why did we have to wait this long to, I don't know, whatever, to see and how many files it doesn't matter, but we can't keep a secret with the computers these days, the way information is moved around. But people in power have a lot of say about what we get to see. But if we have a new idea in government, then we should have all of those answers, including Mark Meadows, because he just dropped out of everything.
Oh, I know.
Does anybody know about that? Too much dirty laundry.
Yeah. No, that would be a good deep dive, actually. What happened there? Because I believe that Mark wasn't he like maybe late 50s, early 60s? He's not like 80 or something like the rest of them.
He knew what he was doing. Yeah. He knew what he was doing. He was burning papers as, what was it? Who was the lady that turned against him?
Yeah.
Cassidy Hutchinson. And she witnessed him burning. Yeah. I read that book too. Burning the papers. And he goes, you just have to do this. It's like, this is what you do in government. This is what you do in a monarchy. You do this. You just sacrifice the lamb, because if anybody found out how dirty we are, that type of thing. It's just,
yeah.
But we will know if a new idea happens in our government. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Just so much it's always been hidden. You're right. Kennedy, it was hidden. Bay of Pigs, we didn't find out until, and things in Vietnam. There was, is it the Tet Offensive? Or there was something like that happened, that you had to sacrifice this many soldiers in order for this other thing to happen. And it's like they don't.
And Nixon making a deal that he would not, or was it the other guy? Anyway, somebody made a deal that they were going to keep the Vietnam War going until he's in office. So the end of the war could be on his watch. Then, of course,
that's Carter. Carter and Reagan, I believe. Carter.
Not for Vietnam.
Not Vietnam. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the hostages.
No, right. I know that story, but this was the.
You did? Yeah.
This was the end of the Vietnam. Who was just before Nixon? Please tell me. I'm so bad.
Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah. Johnson. Yeah, something between Johnson. But Nixon made a promise to whatever that he would keep the Vietnam War going, as he's saying we're going to end the Vietnam War, that type of thing, because it's orchestrated to have him look good. He was such a crook.
Yeah.
And
just like they told Mitch told they weren't going to put in a Supreme Court person until the Trump one came in. That's bull. And look,
I know, but we let it happen.
I know.
Well, we weren't in the majority, I don't think, but nonetheless, it could have done. I think there could have been some pin to pull on that,
maybe.
But
I don't know this, and it's really interesting because I don't remember being this involved in all of this in my life. I certainly wasn't during Reagan. I didn't care really anything about the man, and but I love the 80s. So I think I was focused over here.
Well, yeah. The 90s, I know.
Yeah.
God, people got
Reagan
rich.
brought in the Heritage Society. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't think he was that conservative.
He did a lot of things that were quite interesting.
My brother
went to Vietnam. Yeah. I had my brother went 3 times to Vietnam. He was 9 years older than me, and it screwed him up badly. Yeah. Oh, I agree with that about JFK. They're saying that now, that actually the shooter was the guy driving the car. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, he could be the one, paying everybody to do it.
Well, oh yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah. They put him in office. Yeah, they did. The CIA, uh-huh. And the head of the CIA was George Bush Sr.
I know, and he knows a lot about UFOs, and you didn't spill the beans at all.
Mm.
And it was just, it's, yes, corruption, Linda Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, oh, wait a minute, she has that story. An Asian lady was involved with Nixon election,
Yeah.
Vietnam War story, corrupt too.
Yeah.
This is what I learned through this awful man in office, his in his hat in the arena. I really didn't think our government was this corrupt. I've been
There's
flabbergasted.
still people that have no idea and never will. They have no idea. There was a lady that was just interviewed, and she had the full regalia on, at the fair. And they said something to her, and she said, he can do anything. I'll do anything for him. He can do anything he wants, and I will do anything he says. And that's the level of corruption. Not in everybody, of course. A lot of people are opening their eyes, but there's always going to be that contingent that, it's almost deifies him.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Sirhan was interviewed, I believe, a little while ago. And again, if you guys have seen The Manchurian Candidate, yeah.
Is that a movie?
Oh, it's a very old movie. They may have a newer one, but yes, it talks about remote viewing not in the older one, but remote viewing, but also manipulation through programming.
Ah, that was big. I
Yeah.
remember in the 70s. That was so
Yes. And some people are saying that they think it's still available to some, and that maybe some of the setups, let me just put it that way, could have been the similar thing. And the person doesn't remember doing it.
That's scary.
It is. It's mind control is what it is. Yeah.
See, and then Sirhan didn't kill RFK, right? But or JFK. What?
RFK.
Oh, RFK. Yes.
Yeah.
Just like the guy in Butler, right, was paid for a job just to scare Papa, and all that, just like what you were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a setup, but that's the kind of stuff I think we're going to become more educated as a community, as a society, and call foul, because they might shut down legacy news, but they're definitely not going to. Well, they're trying to shut down some podcasts and YouTube, but there's more of us.
Yep, there are.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Barbara, you bringing up Iran Contra, and of course, and also the budget. We went from I know this isn't correct, but let's say we went from 700 million to like 700 trillion, or it jumped so much.
I know.
Since the first part of 2025. Yeah.
Since 2025?
Yeah, because
I thought he blew up. Huh?
That's when he was inaugurated. That's what I mean. Because it wasn't that. This was before and after. I'm not saying Joe had it perfect, but
no, I know. But when his first office, he really racked up the tab.
Oh, that one, yes, he did. Yeah, but they brought that down, and then he's now got it up to.
Oh yeah, right, because he's got to fill his pocket before we vote him out or whatever.
And yesterday, the cryptocurrencies just tanked. His did.
Yeah, well, you knew that was going to be a rug pull.
Oh yeah.
You knew that was going to be. I mean, I feel really bad because there's one guy. I heard a story. This one guy would proudly said, "I put everyththing I've got into Trump's coin and everything," and it was like 180,000 that he put in there. It was all he had.
Yeah.
And then it's worth 30,000. Now he has to go back to work. He said he was retired. It was he put. So I feel bad
for Forrest Gump. Stupid is as stupid does. you know.
I know, because the basic premise, even I'm not a math wizard or
No,
a
I'm not
finance
either.
wizard,
No,
but I do know you have to diversify.
diversify. And
Yeah.
actually, when he went into office, I went in and diversified my 401k because I said I'd rather make some money than lose a lot of money. So I just put everything into like securities and things that can't
Yes.
move that much. And I don't
Yeah.
care if I'm making 2 or 3%. I don't care. It's 2 or 3%. I'm not losing
Right.
30%, you know. So yeah, cognitive
Right. Right.
dissonance is very strong. You're absolutely right. Yes, hypnicity. Hmm. Wow.
I was kind of surprised at how many people showed up for his birthday. Were you surprised at that?
Yes, although um, it's just fascinating to me because the I heard about there was a committee. There was a committee for the 250, and it was the head of the committee was Barack, George B, and their wives, and they were planning the most wonderful thing. And himself got into office and then said, "We want to change this. We want to do this. We want to," and they said, "No, we're not changing those things." And so he said, "I'm going to open my own," and that's what Freedom 250 became.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, yeah, you're right. How many were busted in? How many missed the bus going home like they have in the past? Anyway, um, he then had people that wanted to donate and to the other one, and he went in somehow and changed the donation place so that it went to his.
Serious? Oh my God.
So they think he grifted quite a number of dollars.
I remember seeing those three couples. Somebody had it
Mhm.
on a reel saying that on this stage there are like 5 doctorates, and and when the whole list of how accomplished they are, and then it says at the back, it says, and their husbands.
Oh my God.
And their husbands.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So, well, I was going to show you guys, and
Yes.
Marina knows about this because Liberal Tarot Sherry, she uses this deck, and it's called the Tarot of the New Vision.
Oh yes, I'm going to move out of the way so everyone see
Yeah.
it.
And I just want you guys to see some of the cards because they're really fascinating. Lo Scaribo, I think that's how you say it, or Scaribo. He's the one that made the deck and made it in Italy. But he took each card and he shows you what's behind the scenes. And if you ever saw regular fool card, he's sort of hanging off the cliff and you see him from the sideways. And there's a person, there's a mess going on, and he's watching it over here. You can't really see it real clearly, but the dog is also over here. But this one really is different, and it's the magician, and the magician has the table in front of him with all his tools. But we get the back one. What's going on behind the magician? There's a monkey there, and all these people are watching the magician. And let me just pull another couple of them, and then we got the Empress. We usually see her on her throne, and she is still there, but look what's behind her. Little children, and they're bollocky bear butt, and they got a swan there. So let me see if there's another one. This is an interesting one. There's the chariot. What's walking behind the chariot? We've got a woman topless and, turned around, but in an African-American slave, it looks like to me, from Egyptian times, because they can't walk in front. They have to walk behind. I don't know. These just are cool, cool cards. So I'm just passing that along to everybody because I'm not really a tarot reader, but I had to get these.
Oh, you're more of a tarot reader than you know. You do good. I want to start a conversation about each of the cards and how it affects people, because it's the prompting, because to be a good advisor, what you need to do is find the pathway into that room of knowing where your intuition is. And those, all the images, all the ideas, and your life history plays into that, so you can serve another person well. And that's what you do. You accumulate all of this, and then it's like you grab your deck, whatever your deck is, and it would mean something to grab the what's behind deck, you know.
Yep, you're looking for that. What's really happening? Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And then that gets you into the right pathway to move into that epiphany stuff that happens into the
absolutely. Just looking at it in a different way. Yeah.
Right. Well, this has been really fun, which because you guys lead the way on all these, on my lives, you know, whatever you guys want to do. And I'm so happy to just have a conversation, have your input. And I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Thanks to all the subscribers and the members.
On both channels. Yes.
On both channels. And we're going to do this again quite soon. So, and be mindful. You know what I didn't do? I was so proactive of telling you the show time and the show link and all that stuff. I didn't set one up for Lily and I for 2:00.
Oh my God, you better get going.
And you know what? Because when I sent her, because I'm notoriously like late with this, I get distracted. So this time I sent the show link to Aley, and I said, "Look at who's proactive," and then I didn't create one.
She'll forgive you. I'm sure.
I'll do it right now. Okay, so I love you guys.
Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Absolutely. Enjoy your miracle.